Hey guys, welcome back to Paper Made Me Do It. I thought I would make a quick little video here and share with y'all. I recently designed a free printable for you to use in your journaling spreads if you're so interested. And this is what the printable looks like. This is printed on 8.5 by 11 standard US size letter paper. So I've included a few designs from the A5 Hobonichi cover collection, a text box, a couple doodles and a quote. There's some little stitched hearts on there. I tried to include kind of a wide variety of colors. So there will be a link for this free printable in the description box below, and I will try to post it on my Instagram as well. I was inspired to do this recently by Mitts of My Life Mitts here on YouTube. I saw her video first where she recently offered a free printable to download as well. So I will link hers in the description below. And then after seeing hers, there were at least 2 others in the journaling community that I follow who have done the same thing. One of those being Rowena with Sojourner, and I believe Job from, is it Job Journals? I'm not sure if that channel name is exactly right, but I'm sure many of you know who I'm talking about. But I will also try to leave links to both of their videos in the description below, so you can check out all of their available free printables. And if you know of someone else in our community who has done the same thing, feel free to list their information in the comments below so we can all just share our resources. But I thought I would take one of these sheets and just give you an idea of how I use these in my journaling. I really have been enjoying printables for the last several months now. I first subscribed to Courtney Diaz on Patreon with Little Raven Ink, and later subscribed to Cheyenne Barton on Patreon. They both offer monthly journaling printables within their Patreon tiers, and I just use them all the time. It's quick and easy and just, you know, inspiring because they come up with designs that I just, you know, never would have thought of on my own. So sometimes they inspire me and spark my own creativity to do something different. And it definitely adds some color and just neat creativity to the page. And I even like the whole process of cutting them out and, you know, tacking them down with adhesive. It adds another dimension and texture to the page, I believe. So I'm just a big fan of printables, and I'm thankful that some of the other creators in our community gave me this idea so I can share some of my designs with y'all finally. Now this will be the first time I've offered anything like this since I started my channel, so hopefully it will be a smooth process. I'm going to attempt to follow the same process that I went through to download that first sheet from Mitts. It was just linked to a Dropbox, and I'm going to try to set that up through my link tree. So if you just click on my link tree in the description box, there should be an option within that's clearly labeled that will say either Dropbox or free printable or something along those lines. I haven't actually gone through that process yet. That is what I plan to set up next after I get done with this video. But I tried to make all of these easy to cut out with not a lot of intricate designs along the edge. This text box here is probably the most intricate with the little scalloped border. But as you can see, you can be as detailed as you like. You could, you know, spend a little more time and go down deeper into each groove. But I tend to just kind of make a general, you know, flow of the shape, and it's more of like a wavy line. I don't take the time to cut all the way down between each scallop. So you can choose, you know, you could even just cut a straight line and not go in toward the scalloped edges at all. Totally up to you. But I was thinking there's several different ways this text box could be used. You could use it to write the day of the week in large lettering and use it as the header of a page. You could use it to write a quote inside. It would even be cute, I was thinking, to do some stamping inside. If you have letter stamps, you could spell out a word on an acrylic block and stamp something inside the text box. So a lot of different options for you, hopefully. And I just love, love, love my little hobo covers. They always have the coolest designs every year from the variety of artists that they choose. And so 2 of these covers I actually own. The one that I'm cutting out now. This one, I believe it was called My Manga and I. And the cover that houses my A5 daily journal now, my Hobonichi Cousin, is this one, the Petite Fleur. Now this one, the A5 size path, love that cover, and I will probably always regret not buying it. I had full intentions of buying it when I was kind of arranging my order for 2020. And if you're a long-time Hobonichi user, or if you were, even if you're a first-time user, if you were involved in the excitement of the last big release, I'm assuming that you may have been something like me and probably changed your order at least a dozen times before you placed it. Or anyway, that's what happened to me. So I changed my order several times, and when it was all said and done, I actually took a pass on this cover. So I just admire it from afar now. I'm glad I'll at least have a little printed version. This is my hand-drawn interpretation of it, but I used the original image on their website as an example, so it's very, very close to the original design. And these can be tacked down with any type of tape, adhesive, glue stick, whatever you have handy. Let's see. These 2 pages are almost finished, but I haven't done my quick little blurb of personal journaling of what happened these days, so I do want to leave just a little room on each page for that. Let's see which ones of these we want to use here. I may just have to use them in the future on some other pages. That looks kind of cute. Let's put our hearts down here. This is the adhesive I've been using recently. It's the Art Glitter Glue that has the little needle point tip, and I really like it. You can get right up pretty close to the edge if you want. And these hearts obviously could be cut out individually as well. You don't have to keep them together as a set like I did. And you could take more time and go in and get closer to that little blob of watercolor on the Creative Vibes one if you wanted to also. Let's see here. Kind of like this one. Standing alone. We are all in this together. Okay. And some of these, I won't glue them all down for the sake of time, but I'll go ahead and get this quote down on tomorrow. Let's put it down here in the inner corner, and I'll leave some room to lay down some washi on the bottom of this page. The quote says, "Keep your face always toward the sunshine and shadows will fall behind you." That is Walt Whitman. And then you could also, if you wanted to, let's see, I have my water brush here. If you wanted to take, y'all know I've been heavily into my Derwent Inktense pencils recently, but you could also use watercolor. And if you wanted to just lay down a background first, and just some color. And then that'll take just a second to dry. Get the excess off the brush over there. But after you lay down a background of color, you could go on top of it with some of them, just to give another dimension onto the page. So anyway, I'll quit taking y'all's time. I can feel myself entering the rambling zone. But again, one more time, this is the Printable. I hope y'all enjoy it. If you have any problems downloading it, please let me know in the comments, but hopefully it'll be a smooth process. Thank y'all so much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.